the two basic states of the collective consciousness. And the Kabylon talks about there are two essential states of consciousness which humanity engages with. The upper state, the elevated state of consciousness, is when you're feeling inspired, you're feeling content, you're feeling serene, you're in the zone, you're in the flow, you're in the moment, feeling good. Lower state of consciousness is when you're feeling anxious, you have anxiety, you have depression, you are feeling guilty. So there are essentially two states of consciousness. In the Kabylon, it also states that if you're stuck in the lower state of consciousness, if you're stuck in that depression, in that anxiety, that you can use transmutation skills to bring yourself up into that elevated level. And if you're in the elevated level of consciousness, you use neutralization skills to stay there. And you want to look at both states of consciousness as sticky from the perspective of, in the Kabylon it says everything is vibration, so our thoughts create vibrations. These particular vibrations are different for the elevated state and the lower state. If I'm stuck in the lower state, my lower vibration is intertwined with everybody else's lower vibration in the world. And that's why it's so sticky down there, because there's a lot of people in that lower state of consciousness. But the good news is, through training and through working on transmutation skills, you can bust out of that and get into that elevated state of consciousness. One transmutation skill I'll talk about just briefly is, as I'm breathing in, it's called optimal breathing. Breathing in, ribs expanding underneath your armpits. Exhaling, ribs come together, lengthening the exhale. One more breath. Follow along if you want. Breathing in, ribs expanding. Exhaling, lengthening the exhale. Now that's a skill you can use at any time, any place, to help bust out of that lower state of consciousness. If you're in the elevated state of consciousness, it'll help you stay there. So optimal breathing is both a transmutation and neutralization skill. And according to the Kabylon, those skills are key for us to achieve our destined abilities. Thank you.
To become more involved in the Heart Mind Center, join our community and explore our membership options.
Also, check out our podcast, Mindflow Radio.
Mindflow Radio.